Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and warm greetings from CII. And this is a surprise indeed, but I'm so glad to be here, and it was truly a delightful experience. Frank, thank you so much for inviting me. And I can't tell you, Atul has been, I think, it's exemplary in the hospitality, and this beautiful, vibrant campus is truly world-class. I think you could hold many more, such conventions here, and I'm sure these 2 days was very engaging, very productive, and very meaningful. And I was just listening to the last session, and I am sure it was very thought-provoking. Yes, our friend from Japan, the Honorable Minister, so he was sharing his thoughts on how AI is, of course, very disruptive, but then again, we need to have that human touch. And again, everything we do has to be purpose-driven. And more than anything else, the theme, of this particular event being the theme around the India growth story and how we could, strengthen the partnership between India and Singapore. I think this is where those values come, and our partnership, our relationship between India and Singapore is very long, very enduring. But the way the technology is kind of making strides, and it's, I think, one way, of course, a challenge, and we cannot stop that. But then again, if we are able to kind of use it to our advantage, augment it to our capabilities, and especially India and Singapore. Again, Singapore has always been ahead of the curve in terms of innovation, in terms of all those good values, sustainability, be it digital governance, the transparency. And India is now making huge leaps and bounds. Especially if you see the way we are reforming, the way we are transforming the country to truly unlock the value, unlock the full potential of the country to make it Vikshit Bharat, the true developed country by 2047, is just amazing. And we have very strong leadership. The policy advocacy is really it's a very favorable policy. If you see, we just had a partnership summit, CII Partnership Summit last month in Vizag, a beautiful city of Vizag. And I have to tell you, the interest from the investor community was truly, unbelievable. It was unprecedented. There were like $150 billion for investment commitments, 600 plus MOUs signed. Likewise, the Honorable Minister from Tamil Nadu is here. And Tamil Nadu and again, Singapore go a long way historically. And in terms of the culture, in terms of the partnership. So it's truly an honor to be here, sir. Thank you so much. And likewise, I acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Minister from Excellency from Poland, and many more, I think, distinguished gentlemen. But I think today's, not just this decade, I would say, next at least 22 to 3 decades is India's story. We are the brightest star. We are the most, youngest and fastest growing economy. And we are really opening up. We are very open to collaboration, very open to partnerships, and especially on the innovation front. Back in the day, we have kind of, the technology way we could arrive based on our services strength. The technology prowess was more around our skills, our talent, but now we're truly kind of embarking on an innovation journey. And recently, our Honorable Prime Minister had launched a program on innovation, which is about 1 lakh crore rupees. It's called Research Development Innovation Fund, which is primarily to fuel innovation. And the private companies can access this capital. And so they're making really great strides. We're building great infrastructure. So it's a more of a structural and institutional development. It's not just about the growth on the GDP or the export numbers. So I think we are really on a unstoppable orbit now. And Singapore can be exemplary, has always been exemplary in their governance and many such, transparency indexes. I think we can emulate that model, and together we can make this, a much more better world, I would say, and truly in this whole uncertainty, in this geopolitical uncertainties, we need true partners who commit ourselves for the long term, who are, kind of stay alongside, who believe in the values and the principles of the goodness. And I believe Singapore has all that, and India again, is kind of has this culture and heritage that we are very proud of. So we're looking forward to a great partnership. And once again, I think this has been a very impactful and very meaningful outcome from all these great ideas and discussions and conversations. Thank you. I mean, this is a very intense 2-day session. Thank you, Frank, once again. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for this honor.